Mahjong, and then the rest will be routine. Alright, moving on. We were the dealer, we didn't win. That's the thing, I know how to play the game, I don't know how to calculate points. Oh, I'll help with that. We were dealer, we didn't win, we also didn't lose, but the dealership moves on. So we're now in the third East round. He has the dice, he rolls the dice, so and the dice are on his side, so that means he's the dealer. He is East, so let's count in your heads: East, South, West, North. That means we are explaining Mahjong any percent adventure speedruns. We are in North. Let's check what's happening. Oh, interesting. Right. He is dealer, he gets first discard. Bamboo 4, Bamboo 1, South Wind. The Dora indicator is in Bamboo 8, so going for all concepts. Yeah, 100%. So Bamboo 9 is the Dora. The thing that doubles your hand in value but doesn't give you a winning condition. Now, let's take a look at our hand. We have 2, 2, 4, 7, 9, 4, 4, 8, 9, 5 and 8, a North Wind, and 2 green dragons. It's definitely an any percent based run on all the stuff that got... I'm not going to talk about that right now. Yeah, there's so many things, and I'm just gonna mention them. Yeah, it's more any percent, you're right. I'm just gonna mention them when they happen. So, now if I wanted to play this safe, I would keep the North Wind. Also, if I wanted to be greedy, I would keep the North Wind. But I like a more dynamic approach to building your hand by not fixating something like a singular North Wind into our hands. Since we are the North Wind, a triplet of North Winds would give us a Yaku, but we also already have a pair of green dragons. So, difficult concept, Skip, exactly. So we'll discard the North Wind. Who cares? We really need more pieces down here. Let me just go through them again. 2, 2, 4, 7, 9 in the characters. 4, 4, 8, 9 in the pins. And 5 and 8 in the bamboos. Pin 1, pin 8, bamboo 1. Bamboo 1, Sparrow, Mahjong. 2, another 2. We pick another 2. So we have 2, 2, 2, 4, 7, 9, 4, 4, 8, 9, 5, 8. Now we can go a bit more into the theory of when you should discard what. Now, obviously, we want to stick Zora's Domain. We want to stick to the pair of dragons. That's like the most important part of our hand card, right? Not only because it's a pair, but also if we get a third one, it's a winning condition. We also have 2, 2, 2. Which we most likely will we'll stick to Zora's Domain, yes. We probably won't discard that as well, or either. Then we have 4, 7, and 9. Now, usually in this situation, you'd be tempted to discard the 4 because 4 is not connected to the 7, but 4 is connected to the 2. The 7 and the 9 are connected, right? So an 8 will put that into a sequence. But 4 and 7 are 3 apart, so that means there is no way to combine those 2 into a sequence. So the only thing you can do with the 4 is make a pair, or make a sequence down here with the 2, or make a sequence with tiles you don't even have. So the 4 is kind of weak. The 7 is decent together with the 9. We have 4, 4 as a pair that might increase into something else. 8 and 9 kind of forces us to get a 7. Not necessarily, but a 7 would be really advantageous here. And then we have 5 and 8. Now 5 and 8 are also 3 apart, just like 4 and 7, but the 4 can connect to the 2 and the 7 can connect to the 8. The 5 and the 8 do not connect to anything around them. So there is an easy way and a hard way of doing this. We definitely want to remove one of those 2. We could also say, okay, fuck this and just build everything here. But we'll deal with this. Now, reasons to discard the 8. 1. It is difficult to get a triplet of 8s because 1 8 is already here. Therefore, we'd have to have a sequence of with the 8. That means 6 7 8 or 7 8 9. Basic Japanese Mahjong, yes. Here's the client and the rules that it uses in English. For some reason, this 7 edit again. The client is only there in the Japanese version, and in the English version, there's no client anymore because it requires Adobe Flash. But the Japanese one doesn't require Adobe Flash. So I don't know. The English one wasn't updated, I guess. So, reasons to discard the 5 would be that the 8 connects to the 9, and if we get the 9, that is a Dora. So that will double the value of our hand. But first we need to get a valuable hand. Also, if we discard the 5... No, if we discard the 8 and then pick up the 9, we need to discard the 9 because we can't do anything. If we instead discard the 5, we keep the 8 and the 9. So I would say we take that risk and discard the 8. And people might disagree with me. Actually, if Michael or Doc, if you disagree or have anything else to contribute to the theory discussion, go for it. Let us know what your thoughts are. I'm going to discard the 8 in this case. Ah! A green dragon. Now, we can call that into a triplet. However, we currently see 3 green dragons, and there's a total of 4 green dragons in the game. So we might pick it up ourselves. Let's be greedy and let this one pass. A red dragon. We don't need that. Aha! We picked up another bamboo 5. That could be useful. But what we also see is that we have 4 pairs, at least. We have this. It's a triplet, but we can also see it as a pair of 2s. 2, 2, 2, 4, 7, 9. We have this pair of pin 4. We have this pair of bamboo 5. And we have this pair of dragons. Now, with 4 pairs, they're exactly Mozentius. Oh, right, Mozentius, same to you. If you have anything to contribute, terribly sorry I forgot that you also play Mahjong. I didn't know before today that you also played Mahjong. That's awesome. We should play together. We are at a crossroads of... Ashes, do you play Mahjong? I am not aware of that. I know that Adrian plays Mahjong. No, okay. And, right, so what I meant is for the... Hence not Ashes. For the Mahjong players who are watching, feel free to contribute to the discussion, and for the non-Mahjong players, feel free to ask as many questions as you have. Also, feel free to ask things twice that have been explained before. I'm happy to continue discussing. Now, there is one... There are several, but there is one very special hand that doesn't fall into the pattern of pair 3-3-3. And that is all pairs. Not 100% muted, but never played. I see. And so if you just have 7 pairs, that is also 14 tiles. Is ace high or low in this game? Depends on your hand. So, actually, it's a valid question. The terminals and honors fall into a different category than the non-terminals and honors. So the pieces 2 to 8 of every suit have different concepts behind them than the 1 and the 9. Same goes for the dragons and the winds. Not true. There is the 1 of every terminal and special tiles. Isn't that what I said? Oh, by high or low you mean like Well, no, that high or low means like, is it valuable or not, right? But you can only connect it at the bottom with 2 and 3 or with pairs and triplets. All right. So, we're at the crossroads where we might go on a path towards 7 pairs, or we might continue to get triplets. Yes, I know you were making a poker joke, but it's actually relevant. I may have missed you mentioning it then. Depends on what exactly I said. You might have made a valid argument against something I said, and I just forgot what I said. Now, we are in a comfortable position. We're in first place by a margin of at least 15,000 points. So let's not be too risky and discard the pairs. And the pair... Actually, this might be a pair or a sequence. Right? If we pick a 3, no, then it becomes a pair, then it's useless. So let's discard the 4. Because that means we abandon the hope of this becoming a sequence and this turning into another pair. It doesn't really get rid of the pairs, but it also gives us the option to go for the triplets. Ah, 7, 8, 9. Okay, cool. Now we definitely need to... well, we don't have to. Okay, so we found the missing piece in the middle here, 7, 8, 9. So we have 2, 2, 2, 7, 8, 9. We have a pair of 4s, a pair of 5s, and a pair of dragons. Now I really wish I would have caught that other dragon. Alright, let's be greedy. We're gonna risk those, and we're gonna bet on, because it's early game, right? We've only discarded 4 tiles. We're gonna bet on getting another one of these. Let's see. No pin 4 has been discarded or is visible yet. No bamboo 5 has been discarded or is visible yet. And the green dragons, well, one of them has been thrown. But we might call one if, well, we will call one if another one is discarded. Also, we kind of have a trap hidden in our discard pile. Let's say, at some point, we call the green dragons or we declare Riichi. Then there's this kind of rule of 3s that says that if you have an 8, then you're probably not waiting for a 5. That is flawed logic, but it's still something that's applied. I don't know if this machine applies it, but we will discard the 9 and the 8. Ah. Actually, just in case, it doesn't make a difference. Let's discard the 8. Ah. So the south is out once, the west is out once. It doesn't matter. Ah. Now that hurts. But it does reduce one of our pairs. Let's discard the west and see what happens with this. Ah, so. Ooh, Riichi. Sainsbury update. Woo! It's here. Yeah, the 7 pairs and the 13 orphans are the only 2 hands that don't follow the pair and 3 of 3 sets. Yes. There is one of every tournament and special size. Oh, that's what you meant. Yes. You meant Kokushi Musou. Yes. Yes. I started the sentence with there is one combination that doesn't adhere to that, and then I corrected that to there are actually several. And now, depending on how you count, you can say, okay, it's the 7 pairs and it's the 13 orphans, but you can also consider shit, what was it called? Honroto? No, not Honroto. What's it called? The magic sequences as breaking that pattern. What's it called? The 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8. Oh, Ryuukyoku! Well, no, Ryuukyoku has to be like that. I don't actually see it here. It's a rare Yakuman, it's not always included. But hey, let's not drift too far into obscurity. Let's see what his reach has to offer. An 8. Aha. Okay, we picked a red dragon. We could continue fighting, or we could play safe. Or we could do something in between and play something that is not super risky. Now the red is not super risky because it's out once, but he could still have the other two. The best hand I've managed to get was 4 concealed triplets. That was an amazing hand. Yes, Suako is very satisfying. Now that's an upper limit hand, so that pays, like, I don't know, 32,000 points? Or 48 if you're the dealer. Now, what safe tiles do we have? We have this 8, which is a safe tile. 1149 doesn't really help. No pin tiles. So it is entirely possible that he has like a hand that has a lot of pin tiles because he hasn't discarded a single pin tile. So we'll not throw the pin tiles for now. It is possible that he has like a half flush and is waiting for the red dragon. It is not possible that he has the other... Well, it is possible that he has one more green dragon, is waiting on a pair weight on the other green dragons. So if we destruct our hand, we might throw these. But if we're destructing our hand and basically giving up, we might as well start with the tile that's absolutely safe, which is the 8. Let's do that. We can always pick another one later. Ah, right. We will let that be and just discard all of our 2s. Cool, now we have plenty of safe tiles. Right, he discarded the 2 and the 5, and now this 2 and these 2 5s are all safe tiles. I'm just going to continue playing safe tiles. And then we're going to have a look. Ooh, 3 for 5, 3 for 5. Nah. 5. 4. Is there anything directly safe? No. Is there anything indirectly safe? Now, let's see. He declared Riichi after the 3rd piece in this row. And so that means that every piece discarded after this tile and after this tile is also safe. Because remember, he's in Riichi. So if he declines this as winning tile, it means it's safe for us. So the 7 is... Oh, we have a 4. 4 is also safe. Oh, there's 2 tiles left. So if we find another safe tile, then we're good to go. Let's check. Oh shit, I don't see anything. Hang on. This 4. So this 4 was discarded, then this 1, and then this Riichi tile. So this 4 is not safe for indication. Tile in the middle rules say 5 is safe on 2 and 8. 5 is safe on 2 and 8. 4 is safe on 1 and 7. Jesus, he's really not helpful. Still unsure about things. Oh, don't worry. I'm just really trying to find an example of something that's... How about that green dragon? Right. There is a slight chance that he has like a complete hand, except for a pair. He's missing a pair and has a single green dragon here. In that case, he would be waiting for the green dragon. And that is why the green dragon is not 100% safe. But I guess with only 2 pieces remaining, we might risk that. Okay, cool. It was safe. Very nice. Now, this is the first time we have a draw. Something very interesting happens when we have a draw. Everyone who is waiting will get a total of 3,000 points from everyone who is not waiting. And by waiting, I mean ready. One piece away from finishing. Now, everyone who is in Riichi must obviously be waiting. Must be ready. Let's see who else is waiting. Ah, only him. So one player is in Tenpai, which is him. He has to show that he is waiting, because he is in Riichi, he has to prove that. And if anyone else is ready, they have to prove that by opening their hand. If they are not ready like us, we fold our hand, showing Alright, we will pay. So a total of 3,000 points will go from the losers to the winners, meaning 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, and he will get those 3,000 points. Let's take a look at his hand and find out what his weight was. So, we have a pair of red dragons. That is interesting. We have a 5, 6, 7. We have a 7, 8, 9. And we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, as I mentioned, he hadn't discarded any pin tiles, so the pin tiles might be dangerous. And the pin tiles are on fire, because he has a sequence of 5 in a row. That means, if you want to think about it real quick, let me put that back in here. I can't do it like properly, but he has a sequence 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He also has his pair, so would someone like to volunteer and figure out what he is waiting for with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Everything but 4. That is not correct. He already has a pair. The the A23 bus to Wrexham, probably. Took a stab in the dark without thinking. Don't worry. Let's talk about that 4, shall we? Let's assume he picks up a 4. Mozentius has got it. It's a 147 weight. If we pick up a 4, this decomposes into 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6. If we pick up a 1, this decomposes into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. And if we pick up a 7, this decomposes into 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is the easiest 3-sided weight you can have by just having 5 connected tiles like this. Right? So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weights on 1, 4, and 7. Now, of course, this is only a 3-sided weight if you don't have a 1 or a 9, right? So if you have 3 connected tiles like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is only weighting on 3 and 6, because you can't have a 0. No, the white dragon does not count as a 0. Alright, so he was waiting on 1, 4, and 7 of the pin tiles. Alright, the no 10 payment has been made. Too bad the white isn't a 0. Yeah. Now, he didn't win this hand, so he doesn't get his reach counter back. This now goes into a pot. So, there's actually a pot now. Meaning, the next hand is worth 1,000 points more. And we have Ryuukyoku, meaning a draw, which means that there is still a counter